Hey guys, in this video I show you how to use the watch properties with the Vue.js, and we do very small comparison between the computed properties and the watch properties because it's good idea if you know in which cases you can use the computed properties and in which cases it's going to be a better idea if you use the watch properties. Okay, so let's start it with the computed properties, and let's start with very simple example. What we want is that we want to display a full name combining first and the last name, some example that you can find everywhere actually in the web. And how we can do this is that if we have, for example, let's say first name, and the first name it's going to call it John, and then we have last name, and that's going to give it a last name of John. Let's say that it's Sapo. Okay, and now we want to combine this. So just below the data object we say computed, and then inside we say the full name. It's going to be a method, and then inside we return the this dot first name plus, and then let's give it some space here, and we say this dot last name. Okay, so we can display directly in our template the full name method function, and let's say here between curly braces we open it and we put here and we save, and we have John Sapo. So that's the way that you can use the computed property. So let's see quickly how we can use the Vue Js Watchers. Let's delete this one, we don't need it for the moment, and we don't need all these kind of properties. And here we can start with the example. The example is going to be very simple, and we're going to validate a password. Well, probably it's not good idea if you validate your password in the real world, in the real life like this, but that's just a simple example to show you how the watches work. Okay, so what we want is that we want input. There we go, we want input, and the input we want that could be a password. Okay, and as well we want a V model, and the V model it's going to be password, right? Okay, so let's give a password just the empty string for the moment. There we go, we save it, and let's start watching this password just to take some value from there. We just say watch, same like the computer, but this time it's going to be watch. Inside we say we watching actually our password. Let's take some value from there once when we start typing, and then let's actually let's console log just to see that we get some value actually. Let's open the console here, let's clear it and start typing, and there we go, we get dynamically all the value. So what we want to do now is that we want to display some error, or we want to put some different color if you have less than 6 characters, and if they more than 6 you good to go. So how we can do this, let's first of all give open a style tag, and inside we say we just go error message our class, and we say that the color the color it's going to be red, a beautiful red color. Okay, so here what we can do is that we can say the error, and then by default it's going to be false. Okay, so let's binding the class dynamically here. First of all we put the class, and then we write the function, we write the condition for this. Okay, so we say the bind actually we want to bind a class, and inside that we say, let's go give us space here to work a little bit better and you can see everything more clear. And inside we say the name of our class, it's what was it? It was a error message, right? And the error message, it's going to display and it's going to apply only if the error is true, right? In our case now I set to be false. Okay, so what we can do is that we can say if the length of the val is smaller than 6, okay, in this case, well, let's say this dot error is going to be true, right? And in the other case, this dot error, it's going to be equal to false. Okay, so let's save it and let's try actually that it's working. And so if the value it's smaller than 6, this dot error it's getting true, so we can display here the class. And else, sorry guys, I just missed one error. Now should work perfectly without problem. There we go. As you can see here is that if we have less than a 6, it's going to be red. If we have more than a 6, it's going to be just fine. And you can as well display some error message, like for example P, and you say short password, and you want to display this one only if the error is true, right? So means that, and we go okay, yeah, that's working perfectly. When you start typing, you see a short password. When you stop typing, you don't see a short password. Something, oh, actually we can make it this one, like this dot password by default true here to see what's happening, because we don't like to see once when we start. There we go. If we're not typing, oh, actually we don't need this one here. Let me see. There we go, it's working. So as you can see guys, how we can use a watch property and in which cases we can use a watch property. There was a very simple example on how dynamic can get, and in the future video I planning to do videos in the deep watch, so you can see that could get a little bit more dynamic and it's getting watching properties in depth in our object. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please like the video and share and subscribe, and have a nice day, and we see you the next video. Bye.